Welcome back, everyone. I am bringing on my next guest, who I am excited about bringing on. I've had her on once before. I have with me Tanja, and she is the owner of Tanja's Natural Magick. Magick is spelled a little bit differently. It's Magick, and we're going to explain that. I want to say hi to everybody out there that's watching us on Facebook, and that we're going to go be sharing that afterwards. Tanja, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Carol.
Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and why you call it Tanja's Natural Magick, and why it's spelled that way.
Well, what I do is we work with the natural energies of the universe, and the natural energies in particular of the earth. And we use those energies to help empower ourselves. And Magick is Magick, so that it differentiates itself from Magic, which is illusion, magic, and like Penn and Teller kind of thing. What we're doing in the store isn't we're trying to create illusion. What we're trying to do is create empowerment. And so we focus on crystals, we focus on readings, we focus on healings, herbs, oils, statues, reading, research, understanding that we have more control over our lives and our destiny. And that's pretty much wraps up Tanja's Natural Magick. I'll see you later.
No way. But you have a freestanding store.
Yes. That
is located in Peoria at 91st and Olive. And
right.
In there, they can get all of this from you.
That's right.
Basically. They can also get it online as well. Can they purchase it? Mostly done in store?
Mostly done in the store now. I started off online, and it really, there's just too much merchandise flowing through the store. Every different kind of crystal you can think of, every different kind of herb. And so it's just too much merchandise for a website, especially for just a little mom and pop magic store, you know?
Right, yeah. And so, Magick, it's really neat.
It is. And it's amazing, actually.
It really is amazing. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, I want to say this, a lot of people used to be one way or the other.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And it's sort of different now. I'm finding more people that are kind of, that we're not the other way, are saying, wait a minute, there's something about all this that makes sense.
Right. Well, and I think one of the things that we're seeing happening is that people are recognizing that people like me, I'm not trying to push a religion. I'm not trying to push a belief system. We accept people from every walk of life, every religious belief. It's not about religion. It's about inner spirituality. And you can add whatever religious belief you want to that. So it's not...
I don't think it has anything to do with religion whatsoever. I think it has to do whether you believe or not. Mm-hmm. That's it. And some people do, and some people don't. But I think a lot of people that don't are starting to believe, because it works. A lot of it, when they start to see some of these things work, then they're like, I don't know, maybe.
That's right, because it's empowerment. And it's an understanding that we have within us, within our own nature. We have an ability to heal ourselves. We have the ability to overcome traumas. We have the ability to make a dream and fulfill that dream. We have all of that inside us. And all of nature's tools are just that. They're part of a toolbox that can help us regenerate, rejuvenate, heal, expand our horizons, expand our own minds. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. We are capable of so much. And my store is just one of those little hole-in-the-wall places that you can go and touch on all of those ideas. Mm-hmm. And I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah. How long has this store been open?
It'll be 5 years in November.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you've worked hard at this.
I've worked 24/7 for 5 years.
And you and me both, honey. So now we've got our lines open here because you wanted to offer everybody to get a $25 gift certificate to use on basically whatever you want.
Right.
And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the other things that they can do that's special that they can put towards that. Mm-hmm. It's Mother's Day, too, this weekend, so maybe you want to get this for your mother. Maybe just call in and tell her that you're going to get this little certificate. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And you're getting a $25 gift certificate towards whatever your purchase is there. And you can call in. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone that you want to give it to at 602-277-5369. Check out her website. It is, what is it?
It's www.tanja's tanjasnaturalmagic.com.
And Magick, I get to spell it, is Magick. So tanjasnaturalmagic.com. And I want to talk to you about some of the different things. You know, you say you have classes there. What are the classes? Listen up, everyone. There's a lot of stuff there.
Oh my gosh. I have 17 curriculum that I've written over the last 8 to 12 years. So I started off with teaching natural magic, which gives everybody the basic understanding of the 4 elements, air, earth, fire, water, as well as combining herbal lore and crystal lore and creating and understanding how we can manifest with those things. So that's my Natural Magic 101, and then I go all the way up to Natural Magic 5, which is Natural Intuition. And that is a combination of more law enforcement and magical thinking to understand what our intuition is, how to trust it, how to let it guide us. And then I teach pendulum magic. I teach kitchen magic, which is a hoot. It's one of the most fun classes I've ever
What is
taught.
kitchen magic?
Well, kitchen magic is where I bring everybody to the table and I set tables, and I'm trying to bring back a sense of community at the kitchen table and cooking in a magical way, which is like imbuing your food magically with your thoughts and your own manifestation. It's like cooking Thanksgiving for people and putting love in, gratitude in to your food and how you present it. And so it's a 4-week class. I'm like, I'm a magical Martha Stewart.
I think that's awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. I think anybody would absolutely love that, to get that. So all of the classes and everything that you offer, are they on your website?
Sometimes they are. I'm trying to get the website. It needs to be cleaned up right now. It's been going through a transition. I am always on Facebook, though. So Tanja's Natural Magic LLC on Facebook has events that you can click on that will list all past and future events. And what's nice about that is, generally speaking, with the exception of kitchen magic and my goddesses class, I do the classes twice a year. So, that's why I'm working all the time, because I'm teaching every night as well. I also bring in other people. So I have Kathy Two Hawks. She teaches a vision quest from a Native American perspective. We have mending broken hearts, which is generational trauma that she helps put through a Native American perspective, helping people. We teach tarot. We teach about the gods and the goddesses. We teach, I pull in people from everywhere.
You're having one tonight.
Yes, as a matter of fact, tonight
do they
is
jump
hoodoo.
in on it, or how do they do it?
No, you have to sign up for the classes.
Okay, what's tonight?
Tonight is hoodoo.
What is that?
Well, hoodoo is amazing because...
Not voodoo.
It's not voodoo. It's hoodoo, Hoodoo, and that is actually folk magic, American folk magic. This is stuff our parents and our great-grandparents and our great-great-great-great-great-grandparents did. It's lighting a candle. It's filling up a little medicine bag with hope and dreams, It's good luck. It's we call it lucky mojo, So it's fun.
And everyone is getting entered in to win a $25 gift certificate, whether it's a class, whether you want some kind of crystals, whether you want to learn something. What else do you have in there? Tell them what you got.
We have readings as well, and so I'm a professional tarot reader. I'm a professional astrologer. I am also, and I wanted to introduce this today, is I wanted to talk about being a certified death midwife and the liturgical work that I do as well.
And let's talk about what that is before we go to a break.
Okay.
So tell them what you do.
Well, a certified death midwife is somebody who helps a family and the person who has been diagnosed with a terminal illness. We step in a non-medical way to assist people in their last needs, whether that's sitting in vigil as somebody is passing. It is helping to coordinate hospices, doctors, documents, attorneys, things like that, helping to coordinate end-of-life decisions. And we're trying, what the death midwife organizations are doing, or the death doulas, some call them death doulas, what we're trying to do is bring it back into the conversation again. So death is no longer a scary issue, but something we can deal with.
Well, we're going to leave our lines open here. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we want to talk further. It is something very interesting, and a lot of people don't shun these things. You know, these are true things that can really work. You could check it out on her website or go to her Facebook page. It's Tanja's Natural Magic, Magick, LLC, and call in here. Get that $25 gift certificate. I'll get it out. Gift certificate.
For trading it all.
So welcome back, everyone. And we're talking with Tanja Barra. She's the owner of Tanja's Natural Magic, Magick. We've been talking a little bit about some of the different classes that they offer there, the stones that they have, the gems, they have everything there, classes. You can learn. What else? I'm looking, I don't know everything in here, and I see a lot. What else do they have so we can give away that gift certificate?
Well, we have Wild Woman Healing Days, and we do that every 3 months. And the Wild Woman Healing Days includes tarot readings, it includes healings, it includes a Reiki sessions, massage therapist, animal reader, and then I have this big, huge basket that I raffle of all my products, because I do make all of my products by hand.
So tell them about your product. You also have, I know you said oils and stuff like that too. What do you mean you make all of your products?
Well, I make all of my own tea blends. I make my own healing balms. I make my own lotions and mists and oil infusions that are scented specifically for people. I can do anything for anybody, any kind of thing. I study perpetually in regards to what the herbs are and how they might interact with certain people or certain other conditions. So I'm very, very, very conscientious about that. We have learned over the last several decades that scent and the smells around us affect us psychologically as well as physically and emotionally. So I put things like that together to help people get through whatever crisis or event is going on in their
There's
lives.
a plethora of things that you can get at the store, and we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered into win, or we're giving that $25 gift certificate for you guys out there. Maybe it's for Mother's Day. Maybe you just want it for you or someone that you know. A reading, or any, and everybody loves that. Tarot cards, those are kind of neat too. And one of the classes, maybe you want to get on that. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And you can check her out. We're going to just go to the Facebook, because that there is a website, but it's being worked on. But right now, so it's not up to date, but everything is on the Facebook page. Everyone seems to be going that way now, too. So that is Tanja's Natural Magick, Magick, LLC, and you'll check it out all there. Okay, so we were also talking about this death midwife services, and you want to talk a little bit more about that.
Well, primarily, I think that the work that we do as death midwives is help families realize they're not alone, and to take away some of the fear and give power back to families, and in particular those who are passing. And that's my goal. And we work with children, and we work with people whose terminal condition may be a couple of years down the road, or people who are just saying, okay, I'm not terminally ill, but I need to make sure my estate is in order. But they don't necessarily want to go to, a big financial planner, and I can send them to different places that I'm networking with, and it gives them a little bit more direction without all of that fear and oppression that seems
Sense
to be
of
surrounded.
security.
It surrounds death.
Right.
And nobody likes to talk about death.
No, but it's also nice to know that you can call somebody that can be there for them. And this is new. I never heard of this before. We know that we can call our pastor, or we can, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that I can call someone like you if I wanted.
Well, you can call me for, I have a minister's license, so liturgically, I can do anything. I can do weddings, I can do funerals, I can help guide people through hand fasting and pagan ceremonies. I can do a ceremony for somebody who says, look, I don't want any of that, but we still want to get married and we want it to be special, and I can step in and I can write, and I've written multiple ceremonies for funerals as well as weddings that are just special and unique to each person. I think that's where we're at in today's world, where people don't want to be just like everybody else. They want to do things differently. And I give them the opportunity to do that.
So the number to call in here, you get $25 gift certificate if you'd like to call in. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show to get this. We've got our lines open here, and you can check her out also on her Facebook page, which is Tanja's Natural Magick, Magick LLC. So I want to talk about your readings, okay? If you can, I love that. So you say that you also have classes on, but you also do them. So how does that work? Can you just walk off the street, or do you have to have an appointment?
Well, we get pretty booked with readings, and I do in particular. So if you want a reading with me specifically, you're going to pretty much have to call these days.
And it says not only do you do readings, but what kind? I didn't know there were different kinds. Okay, what are there?
Well, first and foremost is tarot. And working with a major arcana in the tarot deck, which includes the court cards, fairly similar to a regular playing card deck. I've been certified in that for many years. I actually started studying that 30 years ago. And so I do tarot. I am also a natural medium, but I don't really, I don't put myself out there as much for that. I figure if spirits are going to contact me, they're just going to. So, and oftentimes they do. I am also a professional astrologer, so what that means is I put together your chart based on your birth date, place, and time, and we find out what your blueprint was the day you were born, and what your strong points are, what your weak points are. Most people who come get a reading with us, they know that they're going to walk out feeling better. We're not fortune tellers. It's not that same kind of concept. We're not trying to tell people's fortunes. What we're trying to do is help them through a particularly rough patch in life, and help them to understand themselves a little bit better and take personal responsibility for their lives. And when they do, then they're suddenly empowered. It's like this amazing light bulb that goes off in people's head where they're like, wait a minute, this is my life. And I'm letting all these other outside things affect me and what we can do. And that when I say we, I've got all my students who come in now and help me in the store. I have Melissa, who is my top aide. She's in the store, and she knows so much, and she's so good at what she does. Suzanne Stewart is one of my mediums. She's amazing. Grace Ironside. Grace is a pet reader, and she's phenomenal. Kathy Tuhawks, as I have mentioned, this woman is a Native American Lakota healer, and she's incredible at what she does. So we try to pull in as many people as we can so that it's not just coming from one person's perspective, but instead many different perspectives and many different directions.
Really neat.
It is.
Really neat.
It's amazing.
Now we've got our lines open here. They're located in Peoria at 91st and Olive, and you're getting entered into a $25 gift certificate. Our number here again, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check her out. It's Tanja's Natural Magick, Magick LLC, right on Facebook. What's that?
Jewelry.
What does that mean?
We have all kinds of jewelry.
Oh my God! I didn't know that you were said. I thought you said toolery, and I'm like, what's that? Jewelry. Let's talk about that, because you're not wearing just a little.
No,
you're wearing a lot, and it looks great. Why is it that it looks so good on you? If I looked, I wouldn't be able to wear it.
You got to be a witch.
I might be sometimes.
It's spectacular. Actually, jewelry. I have most primarily it's sterling silver with every kind of gemstone you can imagine, and it's just something that kind of makes you feel good, and it helps you energize yourself. I put on a lot of jewelry every day, and it makes me feel better. I look in the mirror sometimes.
Yeah, doesn't everybody look in the mirror? But how many people feel good about themselves? Yeah, not everybody does, you know, but that's cool. And so you have jewelry there. What else?
We have jewelry. We have incense of every type. We have a really good collection of books.
I was just going to ask you, do you have books? There's a lot of people like to read about this kind of thing.
Sure. We have everything from magic books with the CK to magic books with the C. And we also have books on meditation, books on old-time witchcraft, and anything that's kind of esoteric. I have tarot decks galore and oracle decks, which a lot of people use who aren't necessarily understanding tarot. Anybody can pick up an oracle deck and use it. So we have all of that too.
All of that and much, much more. You could check it out on her Facebook page, which is Tanja's Natural Magic, Magick, LLC. Also, call in here. You're getting a $25 gift certificate. Our number here is 602-277-5369. And toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. What's new that's coming up?
Oh boy, I am working all the time on new things, and so I will be working on focusing on our shadow selves. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is because my father passed away this year. And prior to that, my mother passed away. Prior to that, my brother passed away. So I have walked the shadow a lot. And
Does that happen naturally? Because it happened to me too.
Yes, it does happen naturally, but we're not usually prepared. Mm-hmm. And understanding the dark side of life is something everybody is. I mean, we can't be all fairy dust and unicorns all the time. We have to stand on this earth and experience these things, and it's not easy. And so one of the things that through the Death Midwife certification and the other, I write poetry, and I just published a book. It's called Walking in Shadow, and it's a book of poetry.
How come you didn't tell me that before you came on?
It just dawned on
me. Can we give that as a giveaway?
We certainly could.
We're going to give it away. What's the name of it?
It's called Walking in Shadow, Book of Poetry by Tanja, and you can get it on Amazon too.
Okay, but you can get it by calling me. 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It's called Walking in Shadows.
In Shadow.
In Shadow, and it's by Tanja Barra. You can go ahead and get it on Amazon, but I'm going to let you call in not only just for the book, but also for the $25 gift certificate. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check her out. It's Tanja's Natural Magic, Magick, LLC.